ma tere golo bi voilà ay léegi bu ko jox bàyyi dox ko golo bàyyi ay bu ko non 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 ko jox ko te wër nga doomu la rey leen ko jox ko sala ko comme nit la ko jox ko sala te wër nga ah oh boy ma dogo boy ma robo sono ma robo fatto
Holy fuck, I didn't even add myself to the goddamn stream. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Oh my god, I didn't even add myself to this fucking stream. I've been like talking this whole motherfucking time. I've been legit talking this whole motherfucking time and didn't even add myself to this fucking stream. Oh boy. And I gotta restart. God damn it. Fuck my life. Fuck my life. Fuck my life. God damn it. Fuck my life. Alright, it wasn't even that much. Okay, so fucking shit. Rios, that kid, and that bomb. They're on the ship. They see the Borg that Agnes has created. They get on. Jesus Christ. Agnes fucking beams herself aboard the ship. And, which was pretty fucking cool. Right? It's so bad. This episode was so bad. I even forgot to add myself to the goddamn stream. Whew. Oh. God damn it. Okay, here we are. We're at this part. Okay, cool. So Agnes fucking she so the Borg Queen takes her old body and does some weird shit with her fucking she's got some tentacles. And she takes her fucking suit and puts it on Agnes, so Agnes is now the full Borg Queen. Look at that. Yay. I did. I seriously took like fucking notes because god damn it, this episode was horrible. And it's draft day, and I'm trying to like really like pay attention to the show and not the fucking NFL draft, but who gives a fuck? I don't care. So yeah, Agnes is now full new Borg Queen. Meanwhile, outside the chateau, they're outside the chateau in front of the Lacerette. What's Little Chef doing? This motherfucker. Okay, he's just outside the back. All right, he's being a good boy. He peed on somebody today. Peed on one of the technicians that came and looked at my air conditioning at my house today. It's being a dog mom. All right, so Rafi, Savin, Picard, and the Romulan chick. They beam close down to the ship, but they don't really have any weapons. They have a phaser and a phaser pistol, a phaser rifle. Pretty much it. That's it. And they got to come up with a game plan. So Seven's like, "Yo, why don't we stay here, man the fort, and see what we could do." And the next thing you know, Rio shows up with the kid and the mom, and he's like, "Hey, ship's taking over. She's got a hold of it. We're fucked." And so Seven's like, "Okay, we got to come up with a better game plan." So as they're standing here, this is a lot of talking. This episode. Boy, we're if you read the description, you'll find we went there this episode. Jesus Christ. Like we went there this episode. We're about to go through some rabbit holes. Okay, yeah, that was the intro. We're gonna skip that. Ah, okay. So this episode was written by two guys and directed by a dude. Surprise, surprise. Rios pretty much told him that there's more Borg coming this way. I have no idea how many motherfucking people she's like assimilated. Like honestly. To be honest, I have no idea, but I know it's a lot of like retired army guys and yeah. So Picard's like, "All right, we're gonna split up. We're gonna hit the chateau. We're all this shit." No, you didn't miss shit, dude. You didn't miss a goddamn thing. Meanwhile, back on the La Serena, Agnes and the Borg Queen are having a fight over power because the Borg Queen wants power of the ship. And Agnes is still in there, so she's got enough power to mind fuck the Queen and go, no, no, no. So then these two, god damn it. These two decide they're gonna have a come to Jesus meeting. What the fuck did they talk about? Oh, yeah, they're having a heart to heart about, why, Agnes pretty much is like, look, since you've been banging. Oh, he's doing great. The pup's doing great. He's sleeping or he's wandering around somewhere. He's somewhere around the house right now. Um So she pretty much was like, "Look, since I've been in your head, I could pretty much figure out the root of the Borg's problem." She's like, "What the fact?" And the Borg Queen's, "What the fact that I'm looking for perfection?" She's like, "No." She's like, "You're alone," and she's like, "You're looking for that love, uh, little love. They want love. Borg wants love, and she's fucking lonely." Blah 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 blah. So the Borg Queen's like, "Huh, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. I don't fucking know." She was just a lot of talking, a lot of talking in a brief thing. Oh, so she's like, "Look, bitch. Oh, Agnes dropped the big bomb right here." So Agnes is like, "Look," because she figured out the Borg Queen got control. And she was like, "Access denied." She was like, "Oh, hey, by the way, I reconfigured the code," and she did something smart for once. She's like, "I forgot the code." So I'm assuming once she remembered the code, reconfigured it, she smoked a blunt and totally like fucking forgot about it. And she's like, so she this is fucked up in so many ways. So she took Elnor's dead body. I'm not joking. It made him into an EMH. It made him into a holographic program. Right here is the fucking patch that the doctor from, Voyager used to wear so he could go rummaging around Voyager and hit the holodecks and shit. So she legit took his dead body. Rest in peace, Eleanor. Eleanor's back. Eleanor's alive. Not really. He's still dead. He even says it. Like, I'll get to that later. We'll get to that later. But he has the key. He knows the code to unlock all the shit. Oh god, dude. God damn it. God damn it. And so she's like, "Hey Eldor, you wanna play catch?" And he was like, "Oh wait, yeah, you wanna play keep away?" And he's like, "Sure." And then a bunch of Borg guys go after him. Meanwhile, back at the outside the chateau where everybody's getting their ass beat. Seven's like, "Look, we've got to divide and conquer. We got to get the fuck out of here, or we're just gonna die. We're gonna be sitting ducks." And Rafi's like, "Agreed." And so while they're coming up with a game plan, uh, Romulan chick's like, "What are you suggesting?" And Picard decides, "I'm gonna have a fucking flashback." He decides he's gonna have a flashback. And not just any other flashback, a mommy daddy. God. I'm not gonna lose my shit because we're getting so close to the Orville, and I'm so that show better not go woke. I'm find that center. Oh, before I continue with this flashback, next Thursday will probably be my demise because I just realized, because I'm smart, and I said, you know what? Let me see when Strange New Worlds really drop. Like, for sure drops. It's next Thursday. So, next week's live stream's going to be a little bit longer than usual because I'm going to do the season finale for this. And then I'm going to do the series premiere of Strange New Worlds back to back so I could just knock it all out once and just kill myself afterwards. So I'm going to get a lot of alcohol next week. That's going to be a fun drinking stream. All right, back to the flashback. That was a happy time. Hi, Chef. He's just chilling. Hi, buddy. He just chilling. Hi, buddy. Yeah. You want up here? No? Whatever. He's fine. All right, so Dad here sitting here, he's like, "Hey, um John Luke's pretty fucking smart and he wants to play some games with his mom. John Luke likes lemonade. I like lemonade. I gave him that. So he's like, Mama, what game should we play? And she's trying to figure shit out. She's like, hey, John Luke, you know, he's such a smart boy. He's such a smart boy. Such a smart man. And his dad's like, look, he's smart. He needs to become a man. And you're playing games with him, and it's just you're making him soft. And she's like, you know, hush, whatever. But then Daddy kind of reneges a little bit because this bitch makes this face. Little side note: anytime you see this bitch make this face this episode, this means she's about to have like a little episode, or she's about to have like fucking like really wild, crazy fucking thought. So he gets up, Daddy gets up, and he goes, "Hey, hey, boo, hey," and she's like, "Hey, hey, boy, hey." He's like, "You feeling all right? You're doing all right?" Jesus Christ, dude! You brought in like half the goddamn tree in the house. There's like a lot of pollen in this house. Fucking A. Dogs. Love them. Anyways. He's like, look, you haven't had, what did he call it? I want to get this right. I wrote the note. Flashback, childhood, mom. Oh, an incident. An incident. She hasn't had an incident in months. And so she's, you know, and she's like, yep, you know, and then she like looks at John Luke and goes, with this face. Remember what I told you about this face? She's gonna get some weird idea, and she goes, let's go play some hide and seek. Hence the name of the fucking episode. God, dude. Right, little chef? Like he doesn't even care. He didn't even watch the episode. He was sleeping. Okay, so meanwhile, now we have the end of the flashback. Picard goes, oh, hey, we gotta split up. So he pretty much tells Rafi and Seven where to go in the chateau, and he takes him and the Romulan chick. Don't you dare. No, no, no. Not while mommy's streaming. We don't, no, 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 no. We don't do that. Anyways. So he takes the Romulan chick to another side of the chateau, because it's like, you figure if you split up, it's gonna make shit hard. So before all that, Rios he gets shot, and he gets the chick at the fucking kid out of fuck out of Dodge. Like Picard asked the Romulan chick to transport Rios and mommy and the son out because Rios got shot with a live round. He got a bullet in the shoulder, and he's really not. He's taking it pretty well. He's using his hurt arm. I'm gonna make this a point. He's using his hurt arm to try to get access to the fuck so he can get the fuck out, and he can't. He's like, "Oh, I'm fucking locked out." He's like, "God damn it, Picard." Meanwhile, mom's trying to get the boy to calm down and shit, and you know he's gonna pass out in like 10 seconds. It's fine. Meanwhile, back over at the chateau, Seven's coming to realize they ain't gonna make it. Seven, It's pretty much like we're gonna fucking die if we don't move. Like we're dead. Like she ain't willing to go. She ain't willing to go down. And so Rafi's like, okay, we gotta move. Let's move. Picard and the Romulan chick, they're moving around the house. He's like, I know a way. Oh God. Are they still outside? No, they're in the chateau. When the fuck did they have a conversation with Soon? They had a conversation with Soon. Somewhere in between this, dude, they had a conversation with Soon. Where he's like, "Hey, look, you can surrender. This could be fine. We'll be fine. You'll be great." He's like, "I've already, I heard my future's of greatness," and I'm like, "Oh, no, not so much. Your future's not really bright, and great, but thanks for playing." So yeah, they're playing hide and seek with the fucking oh, here we go. Fuck. Okay, here we go. All right, we were okay. Okay, I didn't miss it. I did not miss it. I didn't miss it because they were just having that conversation I was just telling you about. So he's like, "Look, we're gonna play some hide and seek," and yeah, everybody splits. Blah blah blah. Walking and talking. A lot of walking and talking. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Flashback. Flashback time. Mama, can you hear me? Um, Picard finds his mom because she's a really shitty player at hide and seek. The the bitch hid in the hallway, and then he's like, "Mama, Mama." You see him walking down the hall. He's like, "Mama, Mama, where are you?" Who says that playing hide and seek? Like who calls out to somebody playing hide and seek, thinking that that person's gonna playing hide? I digress. So she pops out of the fucking hallway. She's like, "You found me. You're such a good little player. You're such a good boy." I'm like, you popped out. You made it easy. Remember resting bitch face. She's having an incident. And he's like, "Mama, what's wrong? What's wrong?" And she's like, "I love you. You're really special. You're like the key to my life. You're like the light of my life. You're like the rain. You're like the sun in my cloudy day." And then blah blah blah. John Luke, go fuck yourself. And he's like, "Yeah, mom, what's going on? You're like straight fucking crazy." So she's like, "I know. While I'm having an incident, go somewhere where your dad tells you where you can't go. Let's go down into the fucking tunnels that was his family used during World War II. Some cool historic shit I cared not to fucking think about." And he's like, "Look, Dad said we can't go down there." And she's like, "Look, you're my light. You're my light on a dark, dark tunnel." And then she's like, "Confine me," and was like, "Bye," and like fucking took off. Like legit just took off after she says this. Like was like boom. So she was like, "Fuck this shit, I'm out." And so Picard remembers how to open up the door like a big boy. He did a big boy thing. Opens the door, they go through. So for the rest of this episode, it's pretty much flashbacks of him going through the tunnels and remembering everything that this bitch remembered going through his head through the whole episode of like last week. We're reliving last week's episode just in Picard's footsteps now. Now we're actually going to find out what was behind the door. Brace yourself. It's a fucked up shit. So Laris remembers she's been here before. She's like, yeah, in your fucking head. She's like, you need to come with grips with shit and tell what's up. Seven got grazed. Yeah, Seven got grazed, and Rafi patches her up, and they're in the kitchen, and she's like, she said a GTA fucking thing, and I have the direct quote. She looked at it after Rafi like ties the little fucking thing around her arm. She's like, "All right, armor up and snack up." I was like, "What the fuck are we doing? Playing GTA?" I wonder if Jerry Ryan plays GTA. Like she did. She straight looked at her and was like, "Armor, armor, and snack up." God, I love this shit. Let's see. Where Oh yeah. So they're sitting there talking again, and Seven pretty much is like, "Look, once again, she's having a come to terms meeting that they're gonna die." Like she's pretty much like, "I don't think we're gonna make it out alive." And Rafi's like, "No, you gotta think this way. We're gonna come out of it." And she's like, "Nah, bitch, no." And so Rafi's like, "Yeah, you're right. We're not gonna come out of this alive." And so they kind of have that little. They didn't even kiss. The most powerful couple in the galaxy didn't even kiss and go to death. No. All right. Meanwhile, back on the La Serena, we got Ninja Elnor fucking up these new super soldier Borg. I'm gonna call them super soldier Borg. That's a lot. That's a lot to say, but fuck it. That's who they are. They're super soldier Borg. Uh, um. So Elnor's got a gun. Elnor's got a gun. And he's in the weapons thing and he finds his sword and he's like, "Hello, beautiful." It's like, "Hello, darkness, my old friend." Found that shit. And so he's gonna go to work. Homeboy over here, Rios, is still trying to figure out how to get the fuck out. And homegirl's like, "Look, before you go, can we please fuck?" And Rios is like, "No, but you can help by getting this bullet out of my arm." And she's like, which one of these thingies do I use? I said, "The tricorder." He doesn't even really point at it. He just is like over there on the table, a tricorder. And she just randomly, wait for it. Um, yeah, does grabs that shit, grabs the tricorder. And they make out again. And yeah, I don't even know if the bullet was extracted or not because they didn't really even show shit. So I'm assuming it was extracted. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe they just left it in here. Meanwhile, playing hide and seek. Soon is he's lost. He's trying to figure out where the fuck Picard is at until he figures out he's in the room where they were at, where that sliding door is. He figured it out. All that good shit. So now they're on the hunt. Picard and Laris are talking more, talking more, talking more until they get to a crossroad where we have a flashback. Jesus Christ. She's like, "You found me." Mom goes, "You found me." "I'm not really good of a hider, blah, 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 blah." She's like, "I'm not really well, 'cause I'm in hell." Anyways. And then you hear his dad yelling in the background, and he's like, his dad grabs him, and it's like, "The fuck!" He's like, "Hey, man," and so he hears his dad. Mom's like, "Hey, I gotta think. Let's go further into here." So he grabs it, and then it takes up where he left off. He got his foot stuck. Mom took off. Was like, "Bye, laters." And then he goes to this door in the room, and they're back in the house, and he goes to this door. Um, we won't find out for like another like maybe 15 minutes what was behind who's behind the door and what's behind the door. Soon to pretty much figure it out what's going on. Eldor Eldor sees Rafi, I should say, or excuse me, Eldor's kicking ass, and 7 of them beam aboard. The 7 of them, 7 and Rafi find their way aboard. Rafi sees Eldor and like flips the fuck out. Is like, hey, oh shit, hold on. 18. Oh yeah, we don't have a first round pick. That's right. We don't need a fucking first round pick. I got Matty Ice. Anyways, she kind of has like this whole like, hey, come to Jesus. Like she feels bad. She's like, hey, I'm sorry. He's like, look, even though I'm not really Eldor, I can feel in his last breath that he loved you. Okay, tear. Back in the chateau. God damn, dude. He's telling her some stupid. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Nothing really happened here until we get to back on the ship. Now that we're back on the ship, holy shit, a lot of shit went down. A lot of shit went down on the ship. Elnor kicked the shit out of Girardi, and Rafi has her phaser drawn, hands 7 a phaser drawn. They're like, listen, it's over. Just give us back Girardi. We'll be good. And the Borg Queen is literally sitting on the floor. She with her see, there it is. Going 3 against 1. That's kind of fucked up. So with one tentacle, I think she deactivated. Yeah, she deactivated Elnor, knocked Rafi out across the room, and stabbed 7 in the gut. Yeah. She then stabbed Jerry Ryan. There we go. Yeah, she stabbed Jerry Ryan, and then she goes over. She picks up like Rafi's like the fuck, and I'm like, I kind of flipped out a little. I was like, holy shit, and I was like, wow, that happened. I was like, well, maybe my prediction might be right on the death count. Like we might be killing people. So Borg Queen goes and grabs a knife. Picard and hey, little man, what gives? No stream. Thank you. Anyways. So Sood catches up with Picard and then he goes, you want to know? He's like, I'm a scientist. He's like, bring you up to the surface pretty much. So they're having their little talk, blah 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 blah. Girardi pretty much starts crying, and the Borg Queen wants to know why she's crying. And Girardi's like, look, she's like, I'm still a part of you, so you're gonna be feeling some shit. And she's like, well, maybe we can make a deal. Girardi makes the stupidest fucking deal of a lifetime. She says, look, you can take me, keep my body, but let's form a new form of Borg. A form of Borg that doesn't assimilate. Or they assimilate, but it's because it's a choice. Hey! Yeah, it's a form of a fucking choice or some stupid shit. Like make a Borg Federation, some stupid shit. And in return, you can take the ship. Like pretty much save 7's life for a life for a ship. That's pretty much what it was. Yeah, yeah. It was either she made a deal, a life for the ship. And Borg Queen's like pretty much like deal. They sat there and talked for like a while. Stand and talk. They did like this whole rest of this episode is like we're gonna stand here and talk. Stand here and talk. Stand here and talk. Stand here and talk. Rios finally comes to terms that he's not supposed to be here. Nobody's supposed to be here. He's got to go back to his world and keep fight for the future. So he kisses her goodbye and he dips. Girardi shows oh yeah. They're still having a conversation. And then the key drops. Uh, it's key to his mom's room. Meanwhile, Seven's still dying. And so they make the deal. Oh wait, Rios comes to the rescue. Da 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 da. And he kills one Borg. Soon gets the gun. He holds it too long because he doesn't have the DNA. And then it explodes. Jesus Christ. Rios is like, yeah, I saved the fucking day. So the Borg Queen ends up assimilating Seven to save her life. So she's got her Borg implants back. Poor thing. Yeah. So we flash over to the key. And the Romulan chick's like, all right, you need to fucking be honest. What the fuck? He's like talking about the significance of that night. What was behind it? Was his mom, dude. It was his fucking mom. His mom was so mentally ill to the point where that night, I guess she was having a bad night and she was calling out for Jean-Luc to unlock the door. And he unlocked the door. And he passed out. And when he passed out, mommy hung herself. Mom committed suicide, y'all. And Picard feels bad about keeping the door unlocked. His whole 97 years of living, that's his one big regret in life is his mommy. His mom killed herself. So the one thing before the Borg Queen leaves, they're having a conversation and she says one key thing that actually made a lot of fucking sense because they had to tie it in. They had to do a lot of tie-ins to this episode. The Borg Queen said in order for this to succeed, there's two Renees that are in the cards. One Renee has to live, another Renee has to die. Now, a little Star Trek history for you. This Renee, of course, has to make it, which means the Renee that we all know from Star Trek Generations is going to eventually die in the fire at Chateau Picard. But when Seven tells Picard this, he kind of reneges. He goes, "Not if I can help it." Meaning, this motherfucker's willing to tempt fate again, the courses of history again, to make sure that the second Renee number 2, doesn't die in a fire. In a fire. It was a fire. It was a fucked up fire. Hey, little man. Yeah, say hi. Say hi. Stop being bad. Stop being bad. Yeah. So he said that if I could help it, and then they all ride off in the fucking sunset. And yeah, that was the that was the fucking episode. Like that was a fucking episode. It It was shit. This episode was shit. I have the hiccups. Like this. Like, how are you gonna wrap this shit up? We still gotta get back to the. Okay, so I'm assuming this episode it's probably gonna be an hour. So I'm assuming we're gonna start with the Europa mission where one Renee is successful. We still need to close the Q gap, obviously, and let Q die, which is fucking horrible. We need to let the new Borg Queen do her thing. What? It's bad. It's bad, buddy. It's bad. It's bad, Chef. Yeah, man, it's bad, Chef. It's bad, dude. Yeah, it's bad. I'm glad you slept through it. You don't need to see this. You're too young. Hey, I just. Yeah, this episode was shit. Like, let's sit and talk about our feelings. Let's sit and talk about why he's regretful. I get it. I get it where he's so regretful, but dude, you gotta kind of move on from that, man. So your mom was mentally ill. Your dad used to lock him, lock her in a fucking room, in her room, and let her have her incidents. It's crap. It's crap. But whatever. We got one more episode to go. And then that's it. And then we have season 3 whenever they decide to drop season 3 with the TNG cast. I really don't know how that's gonna work. Especially if they incorporate this new cast, because it's gonna be shit. Straight to New Worlds, I have no idea what the fuck the premise is, nor do I care, but it's gonna be good because I'm gonna, like I said, we're gonna review that too. They're gonna put out shit. I'm gonna review it shit, and it's gonna be shit. I can't wait to see Spock and his new freaking head. His new little sideburns. Hey, hey, stop, stop, stop being a douche. He's having a fit, dude. He's been having a little crank. He's been cranky all fucking day today. Yes, you have. Don't even look away like you haven't been. You've been cranky all day. But yeah, this is a shitty episode this week. But we got one more to go. It's gonna be a lot longer. This next stream's gonna be a lot longer than the huge. But I'm gonna end this stream because I'm gonna watch the NFL draft because that's gonna make me happy. Because I'm one step closer to football season, and I want to see what teams pick who. And yeah, and I'm gonna deal with this little motherfucker because you're being bad. You're being bad. Yeah, somebody's gonna probably go in timeout. All right, little chef, say bye bye. Say bye bye to everybody. All right, everybody, share the stream. We got one more to go. One more episode to go. God, dude, this better be a good ending. What do I care? We're gonna be drunk. We're gonna be drinking next Thursday. Yay! All right. Bye, everybody. Have a good night.